Chapter 7, Mishnah 5. The previous Mishnah discusses how marriage to a Kohen or a non-Kohen affects a woman's ability to eat terumah. The Mishnah now teaches how cohabitation outside of marriage affects a woman's ability to eat terumah. A violator, a seducer, and an insane person do not disqualify the person with whom they cohabited with eating terumah if he is a non-Kohen and she is a Kohen's daughter, and do not entitle her to eat terumah if he is a Kohen and she is the Israelis. Cohabitation by itself does not affect her ability to eat terumah. Only marriage between a non-Kohen and the daughter of a Kohen disqualifies her from eating terumah. And only marriage between a Kohen and a Israelis allow her to eat terumah. However, this is only if she cohabitated with a man fit to marry a Jewess of proper lineage. But if these men are unfit to enter into the congregation of Israel, i.e. they are biblically forbidden to marry Jewesses of proper lineage, they disqualify her from eating terumah just by cohabitating with her. The Mishnah elaborates on this ruling that cohabitation outside of marriage does not disqualify a woman from eating terumah. How so? If the violator, the seducer, or insane person was a Yisrael, i.e. non-Kohen, who cohabited with a Kohen's daughter, she may still eat terumah, because cohabitation with a non-Kohen outside of marriage does not disqualify her. If she becomes pregnant by him, she may not eat terumah, because a fetus from a non-Kohen disqualifies its mother from eating terumah. If the fetus was cut up, i.e. died, in her womb, she may once again eat terumah, since she is no longer pregnant with a non-Kohen's child. The Mishnah now elaborates on the ruling that cohabitation outside of marriage does not entitle a woman to eat terumah. If the violator, seducer, or insane person, who was a Kohen, cohabitated with the daughter of Israel, she may not eat terumah, since cohabitation with a Kohen outside of marriage does not entitle her to eat. If she becomes pregnant by him, she still may not eat, because a fetus from a Kohen does not entitle a non-Kohen mother to eat. However, if she gave birth to the Kohen's child, she may eat terumah, since she has a child from a Kohen. From here we see that the son's strength to entitle the non-Kohen woman to eat terumah is greater than the father's. The father did not enable her to eat terumah because he was not married to her, while the son that he had with her did enable her to eat. The Mishnah teaches how a Canaanite slave affects the ability of a Kohen's daughter to eat terumah. A Canaanite slave disqualifies a Kohen's daughter from eating terumah on account of cohabitating with her, since he is forbidden to marry her. But a slave does not disqualify her from eating terumah on account of being her offspring, because he is not considered her offspring at all. That is, he does not legally count as her living descendant, and therefore does not prevent her from eating terumah. The Mishnah now expands its discussion of a Canaanite slave to also include the reverse case, i.e., where a non-Kohen woman was married to a Kohen. It further explains how a Canaanite slave can come from either type of marriage between a Kohen and a non-Kohen, and how he affects the ability of the woman to eat terumah. How so? If the daughter of a Yisrael was married to a Kohen, or the daughter of a Kohen was married to a Yisrael, and she had a son from him, and the son went and pressed against, i.e. cohabited with, a Canaanite slave woman, and she had a son from him, this son is a Canaanite slave, even though he has a Jewish father. Since he is a Canaanite slave, he is not legally regarded as the child of his father, a Jew, or the grandchild of his father's mother. Therefore, if his father's mother is a Yisrael's daughter who was married to a Kohen and is now widowed or divorced, and this slave child, her grandson, is her only surviving offspring, she may not eat terumah because she is not considered to have offspring from the Kohen. And if his father's mother is a Kohen's daughter who was married to Israel, and this slave child is their only surviving offspring, she may eat terumah because she is not considered to have offspring from the non-Kohen. Having taught that a Canaanite slave does not affect his grandmother's terumah status, the Mishnah now teaches that a mamzer does affect it. A grandson who is a mamzer disqualifies a Kohen's daughter from eating terumah, but it entitles Yisrael's daughter to eat terumah. The Mishnah elaborates. How so? If a Yisrael's daughter was married to a Kohen, or a Kohen's daughter was married to Yisrael, and she had a daughter from him, and the daughter went and got married to a Canaanite slave or to a non-Jew, and she had a son from him, this son is a mamzer. Although he is not of proper lineage, he is regarded as his mother's and grandmother's legal offspring. Therefore, if his mother's mother is a Yisrael's daughter who was married to a Kohen and is now a widow or divorced, and their only surviving offspring is their daughter's son, who is a mamzer, she may eat terumah because she has offspring from a Kohen. And if his mother's mother is a Kohen's daughter who was married to Israel, and this mamzer's grandchild is their only surviving offspring, she may not eat terumah because she is considered to have offspring from a non-Kohen.